My beloved child, listen closely, for I am speaking to you now. Do not let your heart grow troubled or heavy with fear, because I, the Lord your God, am with you in this very moment. You may have walked through many years of life, carrying joys, burdens, memories, and regrets, but know this, not one moment of your journey has been forgotten by me. I have seen every tear you have cried in secret. I have heard every prayer whispered in the stillness of night. I have watched as you tried to be strong when the weight of life pressed down upon your shoulders. And now, I want you to hear my voice clearly. I will make a way where there is none. Where doors have been shut, I will open them. Where the path has been blocked, I will clear it. Where hope has seemed lost, I will restore it. You may feel as though you have reached a place in life where strength runs low. Your body may not carry you as it once did. Your mind may wander to memories of younger days, and your heart may sometimes ache with the thought of what has been lost along the way. But remember, my child, that I am not finished with you. If you still draw breath, if you still open your eyes each morning, it is because my purpose for you continues. Age is not a barrier to me, weakness is not a limit to my power, and even in your quietest days, I am working through you. Do not let the enemy convince you that your life no longer matters, for you are precious in my sight. Think back to the times when you thought you could not go on, yet here you are. It was my hand that carried you. Think of the days when you did not know how you would make it through, but somehow the strength came. It was I who gave it. And think of the moments when all seemed lost, yet a new door opened. That was me, your Father, making a way where there seemed to be none. My beloved, what I have done before, I will do again. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. But I do not want you only to remember the past. I want you to trust me with your present and your future. You may feel as though the world has changed around you, and you struggle to keep up. Technology advances, people rush, families scatter, and sometimes you feel left behind. Yet I want you to know this: I never leave you behind. My love does not grow old, my promises do not expire, and my presence does not fade with time. I am with you always, even to the very end of the age. You may see obstacles, but I see opportunities. You may see endings, but I see beginnings. And where you see no way forward, I whisper again, I will make a way where there is none. So, my child, let your heart be still for a moment. Take a deep breath and release your worries into my hands. I have held the stars in place since creation began, and surely I can hold your life securely. Trust me, for I know the path ahead. Even when you cannot see it, I have already prepared it. Even when you do not understand, I have already planned it. I am not a God of confusion but of peace, and I want you to walk with me in that peace. As you reflect on your life, remember that every season has its purpose. The spring of youth with its energy and dreams, the summer of strength and work, the autumn of wisdom and harvest, and even the winter of age. Each carries beauty in my design. Do not think your winter is a season of loss, but of quiet strength, where my light shines brighter because the world around you grows dim. You have stories, wisdom, prayers, and faith that younger generations need. Do not hide your light. Let it shine, for I placed it within you for a reason. There have been times you felt overlooked, times you felt unheard, and times you thought no one noticed the sacrifices you made. But I noticed every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every silent prayer. You planted seeds in my kingdom that continue to grow even now. You may not always see the fruit, but one day you will. And I, the Lord, will reward you openly for what you did in secret. Yet I know there are struggles deep within your heart. There are questions that linger. Why did this happen? Why was this taken from me? Why do I still carry this pain? My child, hear me. Not one tear you shed was wasted. I gathered them as a treasure, and I will one day wipe them all away. In this world you face trials, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Your suffering is not meaningless, for I weave even pain into my greater plan. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for your good. I know you sometimes feel weak, but my power is made perfect in weakness. I know you sometimes feel afraid, but I am your refuge and strength. I know you sometimes feel alone, but I promise you, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Others may walk away, but I remain. You may lose much, but you will never lose my love. And when the time comes to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear not, for I will be with you there too. Death is not the end, but the doorway to eternal life in my presence. So lift your head, my beloved. Do not let despair take root in your heart. Instead, let faith rise once more. You may think it is too late, but with me, nothing is too late. Abraham and Sarah thought their time had passed, yet I gave them a son. Moses thought his life was over in the wilderness, yet I called him to lead a nation. The thief on the cross thought his life had ended in shame, yet I welcomed him into paradise that very day. And you, my child, are no different. It is never too late for me to make a way where there is none. Trust me, and keep walking. Even when the road is narrow, I will walk with you. Even when the night is long, I will be your light. Even when your strength is small, I will be your strength. And when you cannot walk, I will carry you. I am your God, and I love you with an everlasting love. Hold on to me, and you will see that the best is yet to come. My beloved child, as you sit with these words and allow them to settle deep within your heart, I want you to reflect with me on the journey of life that you have walked. Every life is a tapestry, woven together with threads of joy, sorrow, strength, weakness, triumph, and loss. Some threads shine brightly with color, others seem dark and tangled, yet in my hands they form a picture more beautiful than you can now imagine. You see only pieces of it from your earthly view, but I see the whole. And one day, when you stand with me in eternity, you will see how every moment, yes, even the ones you questioned, and even the ones that broke your heart, were part of a story filled with my love. Life on earth is not without struggle. From the moment you drew your first breath, the world began to teach you that pain and disappointment are part of the human journey. Perhaps you remember childhood moments when you longed for love or felt the sting of rejection. Perhaps in your youth you carried dreams that never came to pass, or faced battles you thought would never end. Perhaps in your middle years you worked tirelessly, gave of yourself, sacrificed for others, and yet felt unseen or unappreciated. And now in your later years you may carry memories, some sweet, some painful, while wondering what purpose remains for you. But listen carefully, my child, every season of your life has mattered to me. Not one second has been wasted. There are moments when you look back and wish things had been different. You may think, if only I had made another choice, if only I had spoken differently, if only I had been stronger. But I want you to release those if-onlys into my hands. For I am greater than your regrets. Where you see failure, I see lessons. Where you see mistakes, I see opportunities for redemption. Where you see loss, I see the chance for my comfort and restoration to overflow. My grace covers what you cannot change, and my mercy renews each day you are given. I know the weight of loneliness that sometimes rests upon you. Perhaps loved ones have gone ahead of you into my eternal presence. Perhaps friends have drifted away, children have grown busy, or the home that once was full now feels too quiet. But know this, my beloved, you are never truly alone. When you sit in silence, I am there. When you walk through your house, my presence fills it. When you lie down at night, I keep watch over you. I am nearer than your breath, closer than your heartbeat. You do not need to search far to find me. I am right here with you. Consider the ways I have walked with you in silence, ways you may not have noticed at the time. That day when you were overwhelmed and suddenly felt a calmness you could not explain. That was my spirit whispering peace to you. That night when you cried yourself to sleep and awoke with new strength. That was my hand lifting you up. That moment when you felt prompted to call someone, to forgive, to give, or to pray. That was my voice guiding you. I have been with you in every chapter of your life, though sometimes you did not see me clearly, and I want you to know, I will continue to be with you until the very end. Let us also reflect on the gift of time. So many people live as if they will never run out of it, yet each day is a treasure. You, my child, understand this more deeply now. You know that days slip quickly into years and years into decades. You know the value of a quiet morning, of a smile from a grandchild, of the warmth of sunlight on your face, of the gift of simply being alive. Do not let your heart be weighed down by what you no longer have, but rejoice in what is still yours today. For every breath, every heartbeat, every sunrise is my gift to you. There is beauty in the simplicity of life. You do not need riches or grand achievements to bring me joy. A prayer whispered with sincerity is greater than 1,000 empty words. A simple act of kindness done in love shines brighter than the proudest display of wealth. A heart that trusts me, even in weakness, is more precious than all the treasures of the earth. Never underestimate the power of your faith, my child, for it touches eternity in ways you cannot see. Perhaps you carry burdens in your heart for those you love, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, even those who have strayed from faith. You worry about them, pray for them, and wonder if they will find the right path. Hear me, your prayers are not in vain. Every prayer you have lifted for your loved ones has been heard by me, stored like incense before my throne. You may not see the answers yet, but I am working in ways beyond what you can understand. Do not give up praying, for your prayers are a legacy of faith that will outlive you. When your lips no longer speak on this earth, your prayers will still echo in my presence, continuing to touch lives. Reflect also on the lessons I have taught you. You have learned that possessions fade, but love endures. You have learned that human strength fails, but my grace sustains. You have learned that even in sorrow there can be joy, and even in loss there can be hope. These are lessons that only come with time, and they are treasures more valuable than gold. Share them, my child. Do not hide your wisdom. Younger hearts need to hear the stories of my faithfulness in your life. Tell them how I carried you, how I provided, how I forgave, how I loved you when you felt unworthy. Your testimony can awaken faith in others. I also know that sometimes you wonder about your purpose. You may ask yourself, why am I still here? What more can I do? The answer is simple. As long as you are breathing, I have a purpose for you. Your purpose may not look like it once did. It may not be running, building, or traveling. It may simply be praying, encouraging, loving, and living as a light in the place where I have planted you. Do not underestimate the power of a smile, a kind word, a gentle prayer. These small acts echo in eternity. And remember this, even when you cannot do what you once could, you are still my beloved child, and your worth does not depend on your strength, your work, or your achievements. Your worth is found in me. I loved you before you could do anything for me, and I will love you to your final breath and beyond. You are mine and nothing. Neither age, nor weakness, nor even death can separate you from my love. So reflect, my child, but do not reflect with sorrow. Reflect with gratitude. See how far you have come. See how I have carried you. See how even the darkest nights eventually gave way to dawn. And as you reflect, let faith rise in you once more. The same God who carried you then will carry you now. The same God who made a way before will make a way again. The same God who began your story will complete it with beauty. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not finished. I am writing the next chapter even now. Trust me, my child. Look back with thanksgiving, and look forward with hope, for I will make a way where there is none. My beloved child, now that you have reflected with me on your journey, I want you to lift your eyes and see not only where you have been, but where you are going. Too often, you look behind with regret or around with worry, but I ask you to look upward with hope. For I am not a God of despair, but of encouragement. I am not a God who leaves his children in darkness, but one who shines light upon their path. And today, I want you to hear my words of comfort deep within your heart. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, and your story is not over. I know how easy it is to let discouragement creep in. The body grows weaker, the world grows louder, and sometimes the heart feels weary. But remember, my child, even when you feel small, you are held in the hands of the Almighty. Even when you feel weak, my strength surrounds you. Even when you feel tired, I am your rest. The burdens that weigh you down were never meant for you to carry alone. I am your shepherd, and I carry my sheep close to my heart. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you more than you can imagine. Take courage, for I see not only your struggles, but also your faithfulness. You may think that your prayers are weak, your strength too little, and your time too short. But I tell you this, faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. It is not the size of your strength, but the depth of your trust in me that matters. And you have trusted me in ways you do not even realize. Every time you turned to me in prayer, every time you whispered my name in a moment of need, every time you chose to believe even when it was hard, those were victories of faith that I treasure. Be encouraged, my child, for I am at work in your life even now. You may not see it yet, but my hand is moving. Doors are opening, hearts are softening, and blessings are being prepared for you. Do not give up before the breakthrough comes. Remember how the dawn always follows the darkest night. So it will be with you. After the pain comes healing, after the storm comes peace, after the waiting comes fulfillment. Trust my timing, for I make all things beautiful in their season. I want you to know that I delight in you. Yes, you may feel ordinary, but to me, you are extraordinary. I knit you together in your mother's womb. I numbered the hairs on your head. I placed unique gifts within you, and I have rejoiced over you with singing since the moment of your birth. When you look at yourself, you may see flaws, but when I look at you, I see my beloved creation, my precious child. Let these words sink deep. You are loved beyond measure, not because of what you have done, but simply because you are mine. Be encouraged, too, that your prayers matter more than you realize. When you pray for your family, I hear. When you pray for your community, I hear. When you pray for peace in the world, I hear. And though you may not see the answers immediately, every prayer is stored, every word is heard, and every cry is remembered. Do not stop praying, for your prayers are a river of blessing flowing into places you may never see with your eyes, but will one day understand with joy. You may look around and see a world filled with division, fear, and uncertainty, but do not let these things trouble your heart, for I remain on the throne, and my plans cannot be shaken. Nations may rise and fall, people may come and go, but my word endures forever. You are safe in my hands, for I am your refuge, your fortress, and your deliverer. Do not let fear rob you of peace. Instead, rest in the knowledge that I am greater than any challenge you face. My beloved child, I want you to rise each day with hope, even if your body feels tired, even if your steps are slower than before. For each day I give you is a new chance to experience my love and share it with others. Encourage someone with your words, offer a smile, whisper a prayer. These small acts carry eternal weight. Do not think that your influence has ended. In truth, your influence is stronger than ever, for your faith has been refined by years of trials, and your words carry the wisdom of a life lived with me. And do not be afraid of tomorrow. Many worry about the future, about health, about family, about what will happen when they can no longer do what they once did. But I say this, your future is secure in my hands. Even if the road ahead feels uncertain, I walk it with you. Even if the shadows seem long, I am your light. Even if your strength fades, I will be your strength. You will never face a single day without me. And when your journey on earth is complete, I myself will welcome you home, where there will be no more tears, no more pain, no more sorrow. Only joy in my presence forever. Take courage also in knowing that you are part of something far greater than yourself. You are part of my eternal kingdom. The prayers you prayed, the love you gave, the faith you lived, all of these are threads in a story that stretches across generations. Your life is a testimony, even if you cannot see all its impact. And one day you will see how your simple yes to me rippled out to touch lives in ways you never imagined. Be encouraged, my child. Your life has mattered, it matters now, and it will continue to matter forever. And hear this, you are not forgotten. The world may pass you by, but I never will. You may feel unseen, but I see you. You may feel unheard, but I hear you. You may feel overlooked, but I hold you close. You are engraved on the palms of my hands, and nothing can erase you from my heart. When you walk through the fire, I am with you. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. When you face the trials of this life, I will not let you go. I am your God, and you are my beloved. So let encouragement rise in your heart today. Do not dwell on the weight of yesterday, nor worry about the uncertainty of tomorrow. Instead, rest in this truth. I am with you, I am for you, and I will never leave you. Let my love be your comfort, my peace be your rest, and my promises be your hope. Remember always what I have told you. I will make a way where there is none. Where others see impossibility, I see possibility. Where you see an end, I see a new beginning. Where you feel weak, I am strong. Hold on to me, for I am holding on to you. Lift up your heart, my child, and walk forward with courage. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for I am the Lord your God, and I will go with you wherever you go. Trust me, and you will see my goodness in the land of the living. Believe me, and you will see that nothing is too hard for me. Hope in me, and you will never be put to shame. So be encouraged today. You are loved, you are chosen, you are cherished, and you are mine. My beloved child, now that your heart has been strengthened with hope and encouragement, I must also speak to you with truth and with love. For as your Father, I do not only comfort you, I also guide you. I do not only lift you up when you are weary, I also correct your steps when you are in danger. Because I love you, I cannot stay silent when I see you walking near paths that would harm your soul. My warnings are not to frighten you, but to protect you. They are not given to make you heavy with fear, but to keep you safe in my embrace. Just as a parent warns a child not to touch fire, so I warn you about the things that can burn your spirit. You live in a world filled with many voices. Some call you to truth, but many others call you to lies. Some invite you toward peace, but many drag you toward fear. Some shine with light, but many hide in darkness. I want you to be wise, my child. Test every voice against my word, for not all that sounds good is good, and not all that looks harmless is harmless. The enemy of your soul is cunning, and he disguises himself as light to deceive. Do not fall asleep spiritually, thinking that because you have walked with me for many years, you cannot be tempted. Stay watchful, for the enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Let me remind you, my beloved, this life is not the end. There is eternity beyond this moment, and your choices now echo forever. That is why I urge you not to grow careless. Do not let bitterness take root in your heart. Do not let unforgiveness poison your soul. Do not let worry rob you of faith. These things may seem small, but they are seeds that can grow into thorns if left unattended. Instead, guard your heart, for from it flow the springs of life. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and I will help you discern what is true, noble, and pure. Be careful also with how you spend the time you have been given. Every day is a gift, but gifts can be wasted if used carelessly. Do not spend your days in endless complaint, for grumbling blinds your eyes to my blessings. Do not spend your strength chasing after what the world values, money, possessions, status, for these will all fade like the grass. Instead, invest your time in what lasts forever: love, prayer, kindness, and faith. These are treasures stored in heaven, where no thief can steal and no moth can destroy. I must also warn you about the danger of despair. There are moments when life feels heavy and you are tempted to give in to hopelessness. But despair is a trap, a lie whispered by the enemy to convince you that I have forgotten you. My child, never believe that lie. The very breath in your lungs is proof that I am not finished with you. As long as you live, there is hope. As long as you live, there is purpose. As long as you live, there is work for you to do in my kingdom. Do not surrender to despair, surrender to me instead. Another warning I give you is this: do not be deceived into thinking that age gives you permission to neglect your soul. You may be older now, but your heart still belongs to me, and I desire it fully. Do not say, I have lived enough, I have prayed enough, I have done enough. As long as you are here, I call you to walk with me, to grow deeper in faith, to shine brighter in love. There is no retirement from being my child, no age at which faith no longer matters. Until your final breath, your soul remains precious to me, and I call you to remain faithful. I also guide you now about relationships. If there are people in your life whom you have not forgiven, do not delay any longer. Forgiveness is not a burden, it is freedom. When you forgive, you release yourself from chains that have bound you for too long. Do not wait until tomorrow to reconcile, when today is in your hands. Speak words of kindness, offer grace, let go of anger. Life is short, and love is too important to withhold. Remember, just as I forgave you, so also you must forgive others. Be mindful also of the words that come from your mouth. Words have power, to heal or to wound, to build or to tear down. Speak life, my child. Speak encouragement. Speak truth. Even when others do not treat you with kindness, let your lips reflect my love. Do not waste your breath on gossip or criticism, for these things bring harm to your spirit. Instead, let your words be like living water, refreshing those around you. I guide you also to guard against fear. Fear is one of the enemy's greatest weapons, but it has no power over you when you walk in my presence. Do not fear the future, for I hold it. Do not fear death, for I have conquered it. Do not fear being forgotten, for your name is written on my heart. Fear may knock at your door, but do not invite it in. Instead, fill your heart with faith, and fear will lose its grip. My beloved, listen also to this. Do not delay in drawing closer to me. Many say, I will pray tomorrow. I will repent tomorrow. I will forgive tomorrow. But tomorrow is not promised. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day to soften your heart. Today is the day to let my Spirit move in you. Do not waste the hours you have, for they are more precious than you realize. Choose me today, and I will fill you with peace beyond understanding. And I warn you gently of this world's distractions. The world will tempt you to spend your final days in endless noise, entertainment, arguments, worries. But these things steal your peace. Instead, quiet your heart in my presence. Spend time in prayer. Open my word and let it feed your soul. Seek my Spirit, and you will find rest. When the world grows louder, I will speak to you in the stillness. Do not ignore my whisper for the noise of passing things. My child, my warnings are not burdens. They are invitations. Invitations to life, to peace, to freedom. I do not speak to condemn you, but to guide you into safety. I do not point out dangers to make you afraid, but to lead you into my everlasting arms. Remember this: my correction is proof of my love. A parent disciplines the child they love, not the one they ignore. So if I correct you, rejoice, for it means I care deeply for your soul. Now walk in this guidance, with a heart open and obedient. Keep your faith strong, your love sincere, your hope unshaken. Do not stray to the right or to the left, but keep your eyes on me. For I am your shepherd, and if you follow my voice, you will never be led astray. And above all, remember this warning turned into promise. If you walk with me, you need not fear what lies ahead, for I will make a way where there is none. I will prepare a path, even when the world says there is no path. I will open a door, even when others say it is shut. I will carry you through valleys, and set your feet upon high places. Stay close to me, my beloved, and you will see my hand at work in every part of your life. My beloved child, now that you have listened to my words of love, reflection, encouragement, and guidance, let me bring all of these truths together and place them gently into your heart. For I want you to walk away from this time with me not only comforted, but strengthened, not only reminded, but transformed, not only filled with hope for this moment, but prepared with faith for every step ahead. Remember what I have told you. I will make a way where there is none. This is not just a phrase, not just a hope. It is a promise. It is the story I have written again and again throughout history, and it is the story I continue to write in the lives of my children. When my people stood at the Red Sea, trapped between the water and their enemies, I parted the waters. When the widow had nothing left but a little oil, I multiplied it. When Daniel was in the lion's den, I shut the mouths of the lions. When the thief on the cross had nothing to offer but a broken prayer, I opened the gates of paradise. And in your life, too, I have made ways where none could be seen. You may not always recognize them at first, but if you look back with eyes of faith, you will see my fingerprints all over your story. Do not forget this, my child. I am the God who creates paths in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. You may look at your life and see deserts of loss, wildernesses of confusion, and valleys of pain. But I see places where my glory can shine most brightly. I specialize in doing the impossible. I do not need open doors to bring you through. I can create doors where none exist. I do not need favorable circumstances to bless you. I can bring blessing in the most unlikely places. I do not need the approval of men to lift you. I hold you in the palm of my hand, and no one can pluck you from it. So let your faith rise, my beloved. When you are tempted to give in to fear, remember that I am with you. When you feel you have reached the end of your strength, remember that my strength is made perfect in weakness. When you think there is no way forward, whisper to your soul, my God will make a way. Let this promise be like a song you carry in your heart, a lamp that lights your darkest nights, a truth that steadies you when the storms come. I want you to live each day in the confidence of my love. You do not need to strive for my approval. You already have it. You do not need to earn my love. It is yours freely. You do not need to fear the future. It is held securely in my hands. What I ask is simple. Trust me, love me, and walk with me. If you do these things, you will experience peace even in the midst of trials, joy even in the face of sorrow, and hope even when the world says there is none. And I want you to carry this encouragement not only for yourself, but also for those around you. There are many who feel lost, hopeless, and forgotten. They need to hear the truth you now hold in your heart, that I am a God who makes a way where there is none. Share it gently. Share it with kindness. Share it through your words, your prayers, your love, and your life. You do not need to stand before crowds to make an impact. Even a quiet whisper of hope, spoken in my name, can change the course of a heart. Be mindful, too, of how you finish your race. The beginning of life is important, but the ending carries a special weight. Run with perseverance the race set before you, keeping your eyes on me. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. When you reach the end of your days, may it be said of you that you kept the faith, that you loved deeply, that you trusted me fully. Your crown of life awaits, and I myself will place it upon your head. And when that day comes, when your time on earth is complete, fear not, for you will not walk that final step alone. I will be with you, holding your hand, guiding you into the joy of eternity. Death will not be your enemy, for it is only the doorway through which you pass into everlasting life with me. The sorrow of this world will end, and you will awaken to endless joy, endless peace, endless love in my presence. This is the hope I give you, not only for yourself, but for all who believe in me. So take courage, my beloved child. You are not walking toward an end, but toward a glorious beginning. You are not walking toward loss, but toward gain. You are not walking into darkness, but into the brightest light. Every step you take brings you closer to the fullness of my promises, and until that day comes, I will be with you, guiding, strengthening, comforting, and reminding you always. I will make a way where there is none. Lift your head, my child. Let not your heart be troubled. You are mine, and I am yours. Let my peace guard your thoughts. Let my joy be your strength. Let my promises be your anchor. And as you live each day, remember, nothing can separate you from my love, not height, nor depth, nor life, nor death, nor anything else in all creation. Now, as you prepare to rest from these words, hold them close in your heart. Do not let the worries of the world steal them away. Meditate on them, pray over them, speak them aloud when fear rises, share them when others are discouraged. Live them each day, for they are truth, and the truth will set you free. And finally, my beloved, know this: I delight in spending this time with you. Every moment you draw near to me, I draw near to you. Every time you open your heart to listen, I fill it with my love. Do not think this is the end. Tomorrow I will speak to you again. Tomorrow I will pour more of my truth into your spirit. Tomorrow I will remind you once more of my faithfulness, for I am a God who walks with you daily, not just once in a while. So come back, my child. Return to hear my voice again, for just as today I have spoken life into you, tomorrow I will speak again, and the next day, and the next, until the day I call you home. Rest now in my peace, knowing this unshakable truth. I am your God, I love you with an everlasting love, and I will always, always make a way where there is none.